Luna Vachon going against Miss Texas. Luna is here right now.
You know, everywhere I go around the USWA turf, all I hear is Texas, Texas, Texas. I am sick of hearing Texas, Texas, Texas. I will be the thing on everybody's lips before I'm through. I am Luna Vachon, and I will be the vandal of your mind. Luna, Luna, Luna.
Luna Vachon going to the ring right now.
So as we open up, ladies and gentlemen, rest in peace right off the bat to Luna Vachon. Passed away yesterday, found dead in her mother's home. I guess her house burned down earlier this month, and now she's found dead. We don't know the cause just yet, but it doesn't really matter. R.I.P. Luna, and condolences from the Big Al Show to all her friends and family members. Gee. Of course, Luna, we all know her. If you don't know her from too far back, she's been around forever. I don't remember too much of her from her non-WWF, WCW, later, in the Attitude Era also days. But she's been around for a long time. A lot of you guys probably remember her from when she was with Goldust in the Attitude Era. And she returned. And WCW, TJ, you might even remember Luna when her and Medusa were going at it a little bit in WCW. I know you don't pay much attention to the female wrestlers. But you do remember Luna. I mean, every wrestling fan will recognize her crazy, sort of voice that she does, no?
No.
You have a short memory then, my friend, if you don't remember Luna Vachon. But rest in peace to Luna Vachon. We're going to get the show on the road. TNA TJ, you don't remember Luna Vachon?
Sorry, I do not.
Well, if you saw her, trust me, you'd remember. I'll have to pull her picture up on the screen, but at least you're honest.
I know the guy with the moon on his belly.
No, that's Kamala.
I know, I'm just saying. Close.
All right, everybody, we're Googling right now. We're going to show TNA TJ Luna Vachon because there's no way that he won't remember her once he sees her. He just doesn't recognize, I guess, the name that I put with her.
Gee, she's pretty ripped up. Let me take a look here.
You'll probably remember something like that.
Oh, she's hideous. But yes, I remember.
You remember her, though.
Yes, in WCW, she had tattoos on her head.
Yeah.
Wasn't she with Bam Bam or something?
Now you remember. Yeah, she was with Bam Bam, but that was in WWF.
I know, I'm just saying.
Yeah, but you did remember that part. Very good. So welcome back, everybody. Welcome to the Big Al Show. We're going to get started on some news, but before we do that, yes. I cannot barely tell what the hell that is. You got the super plan.
Gee, turn it down a bit.
You going to say anything or nothing? Good?
No, I'm good. I'm good. I didn't watch any WCW this week, so I'm kind of sad at myself. Poor me. I watched TNA, though. Pretty bad. As usual, another four-way match at the main event. What the hell is the deal with the Fortune? British guys, beer guys. It doesn't make no sense. They're not the Four Horsemen. There's 18 of them.
It's hot as hell in this house, man.
Well, it's time to turn the AC on, buddy.
It's on.
Or maybe because I'm talking about WCW.
You got the fever? I got the fever. Grim has the fever. He has the fever for, he says that's funny, Grim. You mentioned you have Christian fever. There's no doubt about it. Boy, the hell is Christian, Ben? Vince McMahon, could he bury Christian any further?
Church.
Is he on SmackDown? You've watched SmackDown more than I have.
Don't remember seeing them.
What are they doing with Christian? I don't know.
New gimmick.
Grim has the fever, and I bet Grim also has the fever.
I love 3D. 3D is my team.
And the reason I say that, 3D, they're in contract negotiations now with TNA. They weren't at the last tapings. So we don't know what their future holds. Is 3D going to stick around? There's word that the WWE offered them a contract, or they want them to come back. Some people in WWE want them back. You're laughing. What do you think?
No, it's fine. Take them.
Oh, you don't want them.
Nah, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. TNA is known as TNG now. Did you know that?
A guy on Twitter just got upset with me.
He did. Why?
Well, he said the WWE is so predictable. And I said, I guess, that can be true sometimes these days, sure. But the reason TNA is so unpredictable is because it doesn't make any sense. They just throw stuff at the wall. It's all over the place. Okay? He says, well, I follow it fine. Well, there's a difference. You could follow it, but it doesn't mean it makes any sense.
Right.
Okay? So, yeah, I'm not saying it's difficult to follow. I understand what's happening. I just think it's stupid.
I could follow a bad movie, too.
Yeah, I could follow a bad movie and still think it's dumb.
Total nonstop garbage? That's the new name? That'd be bad, huh?
It should be.
Should be? God.
I want to go back to your WCW thing so you can redeem yourself.
I do need to redeem myself, because I just couldn't hear it. I'm sorry.
Well, you should know the WCW thing. And you have to remember, it comes out different on our speakers than it does the audience.
True. Right.
HD. So what's up to everybody in the chat? Daniel from Scotland, Grim, the guest, Harrison. I wonder where the loyal TNA fan is.
Wow.
He's supposed to be the big Al fan.
Mad at me.
He's mad at you.
I haven't been on Twitter.
Oh, he's staying off the Twitter, huh? Yeah. Okay. Well, back to Wrestling Fever. Do you have the Wrestling Fever for anyone this week?
Yes, I do. I have the Wrestling Fever for the one and only Arn Anderson, baby.
All right.
So let's throw that out there, a new one. A real, true four horsemen. Okay. A member that made sense of being in the Four Horsemen with Ric Flair. It worked. It was the real deal. The whole
Why do you think it made sense, though?
Because they were a tight group. They flew. They talked the talk. There was only four of them. They clicked good together. It wasn't a British guy, two beer guys, AJ Styles, Kazarian, who used to be, a mass wrestler. Who else is in it? No, the big guy. What's his name?
Watch it, not me.
It's just, it's terrible. The blueprint's in him, in the group. He's in it now? Yes.
The NWO or the Four Horsemen?
No, this is Fortune, buddy. You better represent, throw your four fingers up.
That makes sense. Fortune and four are totally different words, but whatever. I guess the same genius that came up with EV 2.0, Eric Bischoff, might have came up with that shit.
Shame.
That's your boy.
It is my boy. But it doesn't mean you'll hit the nail on the, in the coffin all the time. He's just doing bad right now. God, it's just bad. Maybe Russo's rubbing off on him.
Possible.
I'll tell you what, he came back to WCW. He's crappy then, too.
Yeah.
Not like he did any better then.
Daniel from Scotland is in the chat.
Whoa.
He thinks the Raw GM might be named on Monday.
Really?
What do you think?
Could be. Shane O'Mac, possibly.
Never. He's gone. I wish he would buy start his own federation. I think the GM, and I've always said it was going to be Michael Cole. I'm sticking with Michael Cole. Like it or not, I think that's what it is. It seems pretty clear. They might just, throw some guy out there that doesn't matter. It wasn't a mystery. It didn't matter if you were paying attention or not. It's just going to be some weirdo. But I think if the story that's on line is going to make any sense, it should be Michael Cole, right?
I guess, considering he's always the one
on the microphone. He's always getting the messages. He reads them awfully fast.
Yeah.
He says them so, sternly.
Like
and he's going, like you're saying, he's going heel like crazy. He's just attacking certain wrestlers, making these smart-ass comments.
I couldn't imagine it being anybody else, but you never know.
A loyal TNA fan showed up. About time, pal.
All right.
And also welcome to everyone in the archives where we do a lot of our business. So thank you, everyone, for listening. Like we said, rest in peace, Luna Vachon. Kurt Angle.
Gold medal winner.
Gold medal winner.
What?
Winner. Alberto Del Rio.
Man.
Remember how they said on, I guess Todd Griffin said on SmackDown that he won the gold medal.
No,
at
he
the
won
Pan
the
Am
silver.
Games. He didn't even win the silver.
What?
Came in fourth place.
Close enough.
They did a fact check, fourth place.
Close enough.
Yeah, and it was the Pan Am Games. Pan Am.
Those are good.
Not discounting them, but, it's not like it was the Olympics. We're talking about an Olympic guy here, Kurt Angle. But saying that, you guys should already know, I love Alberto Del Rio. I think he's the real deal. He may be my favorite. Not my favorite. Randy Orton's my favorite. But he may be my favorite heel right now in the World Wrestling Entertainment. Hands down. And that shows you what I think of a lot of these young guys who I've been watching for the past few years and have given me nothing, as far as I'm concerned, in the WWE. Guys like, Ted DiBiase Jr., Morrison. I love him, but, R-Truth, he's as over as he's ever going to be, right? But, I don't see him going any further to the top. I like the guy, But is he a main eventer? Never, right?
Cartoon character.
I don't know if he's a cartoon.
He is. I could see him with Rey Mysterio.
Well, his song is very over. His song, What's Up, will always get a huge pop.
I have it on DVD and CD.
I'm sure you do.
I do.
Sure you do.
I do. Put the bass up.
That's terrible. So what is up, everybody?
What's up?
Jake the Snake Roberts at an indie show picked up a microphone and said he's done. He's retiring.
Who did DDT?
I don't know who I'm sure he DDT'd someone.
Okay.
But he's done now.
No,
he's going to come back. He said it's because of medical issues.
No, he's fine.
He said this well, he's not fine. But he said this.
I have him booked for a month from now.
We tried to get Jake Roberts on the show, but it wasn't happening.
$200 says it will.
No.
Oh yeah.
It's not a matter. Well, I was informed it wasn't a matter of money.
He'll come here and DDT Miles Khan. $300.
Shit, I'll pay him $300 to do it. Big Raw. Well, listen. Let's talk about Raw a little bit. You watched it, right?
Absolutely not.
Well, I watched Raw. I thought it was pretty good. For a taped Raw. They set up.
Taped?
It was taped. Yeah, they're going on tour, I guess.
Yeah.
So I thought it was pretty good. We got Randy Orton is going to be challenging, as well as Jericho, as well as Edge, as well as Cena.
Oh, I saw the
Barrett.
I'm sorry.
Taking on Sheamus for the title.
Yes, I saw the ending. I called you, actually.
You always say that. I always ask you every single week. You watch Raw and you say, no way. And then you start talking about it and you're like, oh, yeah, I saw that.
Just the ending. That's the only important part. The beginning and the ending, the middle.
I agree. They definitely pack the beginning and the ending with the excitement and the main storyline that they want to push, which is what you're supposed to do. But sometimes the filling in between on WWE TV is not up to par. But still, give it to Vince McMahon, please. He's still doing it the best of all the federations out there. It seems like none of them have a clue. Okay, I don't mean to get on ROH too much. I did on my Twitter a couple of days ago, but from what I've seen, and granted, I've only seen 2 episodes.
That's right.
It's just not that good. It's almost just like TNA in that it seemed disorganized, run-ins all over the place. Did you remember the massive run-in we saw? There was like 30 guys in the ring. Next thing you know, there's 3 guys in the ring celebrating.
Typical.
What the hell was that about?
Typical.
Now, I'll have to give it more of a chance, but WWE's still doing the best job, I think, out there right now. I'm going to look into some more indie promotions before I make my final decision, but not impressed with ROH. Certainly not impressed right now with TNA. And WWE's okay. They're still they know the formula. I don't think they're doing anything too spectacular, but they're trying a little more, it seems. I guess because their ratings are in the toilet. They got a 3.2 this week.
Haven't I not been saying this every week? I guarantee you this, Big Al. They will not hit a 4.
This is true. Of course not. They didn't hit a 4 before WrestleMania.
What?
Their WrestleMania one was, I believe, a 3.
I don't think
you got Shawn Michaels retiring, giving his retirement speech. I don't think that wasn't a 4. Then I don't know how they're going to get.
Well, it may be losing ratings more and more. But I did like the Sheamus, by the way, him being in the chair the whole
Me
time.
too.
That was pretty cool.
I liked Sheamus.
Good idea.
And I thought his promo in the beginning, he was yelling at the children, was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sheamus I've come around to a lot. I think he's coming to his own. And I'll give credit where it's due. A lot of these guys, I'll start out saying, but I'll always amend it with The Miz, and I'll say, I'm not sure. I might come around on them. I have on Sheamus and The Miz. They're good. They're separate from guys like DiBiase to me, guys like Morrison, these other guys that they've been trying to push at us. It was so funny watching Randy Orton beat pretty much by himself Morrison and Truth on Raw. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Well, it was pretty much a handicap match. It's supposed to be a 3-way. Randy Orton kicking ass. He kicked ass all Raw. Kicked ass in the main event. Last man standing. So I like that they make Randy Orton a big focus now of the program.
Are they not pushing your boy in Straight Edge Society anymore? Is he done with?
Well, they're not even pushing Straight Edge Society. We should mention this. I know it was a while ago. But this week Serena was released. Serena, the bald girl.
It's racist.
She's gone.
Why?
Why is it racist?
Not racist, but it's because she's a girl-shaped head. She's not pretty enough.
Well, I think that was the storyline.
I understand, but now that she did it, they don't want her now.
No. I don't know.
Where's she going? TNA?
I'm sure Dixie would
take her. We're going to get a new Straight Edge Society. TNA Straight Edge Society. It's going to be beer money. That's how much it makes sense there is to anybody.
Yeah, they'll be together.
They'll be against beer.
Serena, see you later. Are we upset to see Serena go, everybody? I think she was
What did she
okay.
do?
Nothing, but she was okay. It's a
Why
little,
was she okay?
little personality.
The
I
other
guess.
guy,
She was good with CM Punk.
goofy guy.
I guess she got fired because she was partying too much. They told her take it easy on the road, and she was just getting.
Then she
out
wasn't
of
living
control.
as her character.
No, she certainly was not living as her character. I guess they caught her
fired.
a video of her. Well, she was
Having sex.
Yeah. No, a video of her drinking at a bar surfaced online.
Who cares? That's
Well, the breaking, but Vince takes it seriously.
So you can't have a beer
Take
and
that very seriously. YouTube video can get a lot of hits, pal. So it breaks the kayfabe.
So every character in WWE, if they do something against what they are as
No, I don't think so. But
if Cena wears like chunky pants, he's done.
Well, that's not so much his character as someone who's supposed to never touch any alcohol, and she's out partying on the road all the time, drinking her ass off. I guess it just doesn't go with her character very much. Vince is an old school guy, like it or not.
He is old school, grabbing Trish's ass, and he's the worst guy in the world. What are you talking about?
Do you feel like you can do a WCW moment? Because I want to go and tell everyone that we're on right now.
You're gonna tell.
Can I leave everyone around alone? Do you trust yourself alone with TNA TJ? Well, like it or not, you have a choice.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. You know what, man? Damn it. I don't care what anyone says. I miss Thunder. I miss Thunder because, I'll tell you why. It was the original movie before SmackDown, before Vince McMahon decided to copy WCW for the second straight time. He copied when he went live. He copied when they got 2 shows. He copied when they went 2 hours. Could you say copycat a little bit there to compete with WCW? I would say so. You guys can't deny that. WCW was live first. WCW had a 2-hour show first. WCW had a second show first. Matter of fact, they had 3 shows.
All right.
Ooh, I'm sorry.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
Well, it's the truth. Truth hurts. Vince.
I guess we're going to see for Raw this Monday some old stars to give the 900th episode an old school feel. I like that. Who are the old stars going to be? Raw. It's their 900th episode.
Oh, you're talking about TNA, old stars TNA.
Please stop talking about TNA. It gives me a headache. WWE, 900th episode, Raw, TNA, TJ. They're bringing some old school stars in. Who's going to be Mike Rotunda again?
No.
Dusty Rhodes?
Maybe.
All the guys working in the back, basically.
That's it, baby.
They get to come out every 4 or 5 months. Vince lets them stretch their arms, get involved in a little angle. I love that, though, about Vince. A lot of guys might just forget him, but he does let the older guys, especially the ones who work for him, they stick around and get a little TV time.
Bring Macho Man back.
That's probably going to happen. Bring
Ultimate Warrior back.
It's probably going to happen if he's inducted into the Hall of Fame next year. Now, as for Ultimate Warrior, same thing, right? If he gets inducted, we'll see. Wouldn't that be great?
It would be great.
I would love to see all those guys again because some of the young guys today. Give me Randy Orton, Sheamus, Alberto Del Rio, John Cena.
Cena's still good.
Yeah. And then we go to TNA. Who?
Well, Undertaker's still alive.
Undertaker's 50 years old.
It's 50 or not.
Oh, we're cutting out the old guys, though.
Oh, the old guys are.
I'm talking about relatively young. I don't know how old Cena is.
Yeah.
He's not that young anymore. He's been around. They are. Those Orton. Neither one of them. They're not in their early 20s or anything, but they're still.
Jericho's kind of old.
Jericho's getting kind of old too.
Stereo.
Speaking of Jericho, his contract is up, I believe, next month.
TNA.
And no chance in hell. But his contract's up, I believe, next month, and there's no update on the status. He may or he may not stay.
Sad.
I don't think he'd ever go to TNA. But funny, he did say on his Twitter he was playing a Hogan beer game every time. I guess he was watching Impact. Every time Hogan said brother, yeah, he was going to take a shot. I guess that's old.
Was he drunk?
I probably wasted. And then a fan, Hulk Hogan has gone Twitter crazy. He's tweeting everybody.
Because he just learned.
He just learned, and he's gone nuts.
Huh?
And I guess he tweeted someone told him about it, and he said, I'm going to say even more now, I love Chris Jericho.
Nice.
That's what a wrestler should be. He's been complimenting Jericho for a while. I think he might feel a little bad. He probably never, gave Jericho a main event against him. I was thinking today, how many times in WCW do we see Hogan main event with, Macho Man 5 times, 6 times.
Hey.
No, he never gave one to Jericho.
Well, he didn't deserve it at the time.
What do you mean he didn't deserve it?
At the time,
He was just as good, if not better then, than he is now.
he was Madness, Macho Madness.
Yeah, Madness at 40.
I don't
Yes,
care.
he was better than Madness at 40.
No, dude. No way. Macho Man comes out now. You still get a huge pop.
Macho Man can't even probably walk
He
anymore.
can walk. He was on Spider-Man.
Oh, I know he was. 10, 15 years ago.
Featured role. Are you just jealous because he makes better movies?
You're just reciting his rap.
What? No.
Listen, on a serious note, Scott Hall, I guess he was having some health issues, and there was some worrying on the internet this week that it was serious and he was in critical condition. I don't believe that's been confirmed. His publicist said, no, not true.
Oh, well, then it's not true.
So I hope it's not true.
Nah, Nash would already say something.
I haven't been following too closely, so I hope that Scott Hall is all right.
Fine.
We wish him the best, and it would be terrible if something
Of
happened.
course it would be.
This was one of our favorite guys. All time.
He used to have like a Jericho mustache back in the day.
He sure did.
Thank God he changed it.
Mick Foley says he's going to make a huge announcement on Twitter next week.
That he's coming back to
Dude, it's not going to be anything. It's not going to be a cheap plug for a storyline or a book or anything like that. It's a big announcement.
That he has a son, another son. That's a wrestler.
Kurt Angle's ex-wife. Sorry, Jeff Jarrett. Sorry, now Jeff Jarrett's wife. I apologize. Low blow. Speaking of children, Triple H and Stephanie welcome their third child into the world. Their third girl. Oh, 3 for 3 girls.
He dated that big-ass girl back in the day.
Chyna.
Yeah, she was.
What do you know? We got more Chyna news. Isn't that great?
Yeah, she was on TMZ the other day. She was like, she's in a drug rehab or something now.
Yes. Well, Chyna, ladies and gentlemen, we have a great story with her. I know everybody loves Chyna. TMZ caught her. She had She said she can barely walk.
Yeah, she was
a poisonous spider bit her on the leg. Sweet, huge lump, I guess, on her leg. She can't walk. The best part, it gets better. She said it was too expensive to go to the hospital, so she took a Swiss Army knife and cut the lump off. I believe, leaving a crater in her leg. I believe it. That's wow.
She's tough.
Yeah. See, it was pretty easy for her to portray a crazy, tough SO bitch,
Yeah,
because she was good though. She was awesome.
I did hate on her at first, but
and every time a big wrestler these days comes along with some promise, what do they say? Oh, could she be the next Chyna?
No.
Kind of like Chyna? Chyna was big. You got to give her credit. And she was perfect.
She was a good role.
Perfect fit with DX too, wasn't she?
Bitch, big character, could talk. She wasn't ditzy.
So I hope she gets better from her spider bite, and I hope she doesn't beat up any more girls. Remember the woman she beat up with the clothes hanger a couple months back?
Clothes hangers are a bitch. Plastic or wire.
Carlito is coming back. He's on Lucha Libre USA this week. You going to watch on MTV?
Oh, they hired him back.
No, not WWE, Lucha Libre. USA on MTV.
TV news show.
You going to watch it? Shouldn't we tell you to watch this? You haven't watched it, have you?
Something?
I think it's in English.
No.
A lot of people might think that's a racist.
No, I don't know. How do I know? It's Lucha Libre.
Why would MTV play? They would have announcers.
They have an MTV
I would assume in English.
channel,
Sure, but if they're playing it on their English station, it's not going to be in Spanish. What other shows do they have on MTV that are fully in Spanish?
I didn't know what
you meant the show. It's in Spanish.
I don't know this. Do I look like I'm reading a Lucha Libre MTV show?
No, you're not.
Okay. God.
Lance Cade's father agrees with me, everybody, that Linda McMahon was a disrespectful bitch when she said that she maybe met Lance Cade once, and that, you can't understand why people have these addictions and all this, just uncalled for things to say when she was asked about him. I guess the family's not happy either. So good for the family.
Yeah.
Come on, Linda McMahon. Support the people that, are working for you. You look like a slime bag. When you turn your back on them, how would the voters believe they were going to support, she was going to, be there for them, not turn her back? So, F that. I'm totally with them on that one.
Vince will freaking kill you if you heard that.
Vince will shut this shit right down, right? No. Stacy Keibler lovers. She broke up with her boyfriend.
Joey Kidman? What?
She's not.
They've been dating forever.
Well, not. No, it wasn't Billy Kidman. It was actually a guy I didn't even bother writing down his name. But I never heard of him. He didn't look important. So the big news here is all you fellas and some of you ladies can continue to dream because she is single once again.
Yeah.
Sexy. Stacy Keibler, is a WCW girl. She is. What do you think about TNA TV when you think about WCW girls?
I think of WCW girls, the Nitro girls, give us a good show for a commercial break. That's about it. There's no other girls involved there. Nitro girl. I have the Nitro girl calendar. Yeah.
Did you really? Yeah. Oh, man. What do you think of the pay-per-view coming up next week?
What's it called?
TNA?
New one? Down, is that the one that's coming in?
No Surrender.
Oh, sir.
I almost thought, you know what? I wasn't sure if I wrote it down, because to be honest, I wouldn't have remembered.
Ooh.
I don't pay attention to it much anymore.
Damn,
It's so bad, man. I don't want it to be. If anyone knows me,
sure.
I am the biggest Hulk Hogan fan, one of the biggest, I think, in the world. So anywhere Hogan goes, I'm going to support him.
Right.
And it's just, I can't watch. I've tried. The CW thing was okay. It was a throwback. It was for the old school fans, a little reminiscing. But other than that, hey,
come on.
I just want to knock them.
I watch.
I know you do. And you don't like it. You complain every week.
God, it's bad.
See?
I'm sorry, but I want it to be good. Stupid abyss with a stupid thing. Hitting. It's so damn gay, man. It's so bad, bro. It is tough to watch, but hey, listen, I'm a super trooper, and I stick it out for 2 hours of my life I'm giving away to TNA.
Daniel from Scotland says he's looking forward to the Night of Champions.
Ooh.
Well, I guess. They got one match booked so far, I believe. The main event looks okay.
Is that a new name for a pay-per-view, by the way?
No, somewhat new. I guess it's somewhat of a takeoff on Clash of Champions.
Rip-off.
Night of Champions. He owns it.
See, Vince, there's another one. Steal.
We should just use Clash of Champions.
You should use
the Bash. Well, he used the Bash for a while.
It's not Bash.
I think it was Great American Bash as well at one point. And then he said, no, I didn't create it, so I can't have that name.
What about In Your House?
Yeah, bring back In Your House. I thought In Your Houses were pretty cool because, like at least you always knew it was in your house. You didn't have, hey, there's another In Your House this month as we get ready for the big pay-per-view.
Yeah.
It separated them, it was almost like stages.
Right.
You know what I mean? But now it's just,
we went.
Yeah, and especially now McMahon's changing the pay-per-view names like crazy. Fatal 4-Way, Hell in a Cell, 6-way match,
Briefcase match.
The briefcase match, Money on a Table match.
God, it's bad.
And it's a whole pay-per-view.
Yes. Can you imagine that, like leather strap match, pay-per-view, cowbell pay-per-view? God. Road Wild was cool.
Road Wild was cool. But that's done again. You're going back to
George's. It's all Hogan's buddies.
I guess WWE is pretty much going to be done with Nexus, at least the way that we know it, in October. That's what rumors say. And you know what about rumors. And they're wrong most of the time. But it looks like the focus is off them, right?
Yeah.
Kind of Nexus, doesn't look like they're paying much attention to him now. Last episode of Raw, Barrett came out, got jumped. Maybe they're going to come back and be badasses, but boy, they're squashing Barrett a lot, right? So they need a new leader.
You can't keep it up too long.
Well, it's going to happen when the new NXT Season 2 guys are done.
That's what I was thinking.
I've been thinking that before the damn season even started. It would only make sense if they used that as sort of a training ground, right?
Yeah.
And imported the best and only kept the best.
Yeah.
So I think that's a decent idea. We'll see if they stick with it.
They tried. But you can never be another NWO.
Of course.
Not for that long. I'm just saying, not only about how good it was, but for how long it actually stayed crisp. It didn't get stale until late, dude. Matter of fact, they even changed the name to the Wolfpack. And they had two, and they still was popular. Nexus can never do that.
Relatively slow week for news.
That's it. That's all.
Other than the bad news, Luna passing away. Chyna, yeah, that was some bad news. She got hit by a spider. Not too much big stuff. Can we honestly say there's big things right now going on in wrestling? Can we honestly say that, there's can't miss TV anywhere in wrestling right now?
We need Jim Duggan back.
When WWE's pulling a 3.2, guys, I mean, it's tough. Sometimes we're in this bubble as wrestling fans. We watch it every week. That's so bad. That's so bad. And I always think, I guess I'm biased to Hogan in that era, but I always think, I believe the Andre Hogan match was 15.1 on TV in the ratings or something. I know you're comparing it to a high standard, but when we fall into 3.2s, Attitude Era, we're getting 7.0s. When we're satisfied with the 3.2 in the ratings, no one's really watching. And I know, there's Justin TV and there's other outlets.
Yeah.
But that's still relatively weak, I think, for where wrestling was. And TNA barely being able to muster a 1.0, that's not something Spike TV should be happy with. I think it's very, very sad that Spike TV is so content with a 1.0 that they're like, if you keep these good ratings up, we'll keep reaction, we'll be fine. And they're not good ratings. Even though I'm not an ROH fan right now, I think if they put that on Spike TV, would they get much worse than a 1.0? No. They might even do a little better because they have a cult following. And I don't know if their cult following, they couldn't get a bigger cult following than TNA has right now. TNA has a lot of cast-offs, don't they? They seem to have a lot of guys that WWE would like to use but isn't right now. Wrestlers.
Hell no.
Jeff Hardy.
Hell no.
They want Jeff Hardy back.
No.
They got Matt Hardy.
No.
Clearly he's, I don't think.
They wouldn't take,
I'm not a big Hardy, boys fan, but I think that's a little more
minimum.
Charisma-wise, wrestling-wise. He's definitely the better of the brothers, no?
Sure. Veterans minimum.
A veterans minimum, like this is football or basketball?
I'll tell you, there's only 2 guys they take. Maybe. See, what TNA wrestlers would they take? Actual TNA bred wrestlers. AJ Styles?
Maybe. Sure. They would take AJ.
Who else? Samoa Joe they already had, and they totally threw him.
I think they would take the Pope, give him another shot. He was in WWE, right? D'Angelo De Niro?
I don't know. I know the Blueprint wasn't it? He was a stuttering guy.
I think they would take the Blueprint?
They already had him.
But it doesn't mean they wouldn't take him back, dude. They took a lot of guys back.
For SmackDown, Saturday Night All-Star.
Quick.
Saturday Night Wrestling. What do they call it? Superstars?
No, they don't have. Yeah, they just still have Superstars. There you go.
Yeah. So they could take the TNA route.
The hell's still watching? You know what? Superstars probably gets about the same rating, I believe, as Impact.
Yeah.
It does. That's pretty sad. It's close. But that's really the competition right now. It's like Superstars versus Impact. Pathetic. Superstars, they could load that show with guys off the street and get that rating. So TNA should not be happy with their performance.
Hogan says it's the best.
I will say a lot of people are, maybe we're being a little too harsh. A lot of people on the internet I saw an advertisement in TNA for, I guess it's a new deal. Maybe you saw this. I don't watch Impact, called Shore. Is this going to be a new team or a person? It was called Shore. All they showed was some party clips.
That's shampoo.
No. It's a new TNA Impact sort of character, I guess.
I thought. I didn't understand it. What the hell was that?
I don't know, but
it didn't look like TNA.
Well, I figure at least they're doing some promotional videos. I was just happy with that. They don't usually even introduce characters or give them promotional time. I guess a party guy, maybe a Jersey Shore type of guy. I could see Vince Russo right in the back of the room. Jersey Shore is hot right now. What we need to do is a character. They already did this, really. Zack Ryder. Isn't he pretty much a Jersey Shore?
Yes.
Coming out. Did you see what Sheamus said? He gave the title shot. That was funny. Yeah, that was pretty funny. I'm going to give a title shot. Great job, Sheamus. Yeah. Then he's not going to defend his belt. He doesn't like to wrestle.
Why doesn't he kick everybody?
He doesn't like to wrestle much. Sheamus is always trying to take nights off. He's a very lazy champion. He's always trying to take the easy way out. Smart. Yeah, you could call it smart as well.
Why risk it?
Why risk it? You're the champion? I would only defend it once every 30 days. Apparently, though, sorry, Sheamus, the contract means shit in the WWE and in all of wrestling today. And contracts are no longer valid under these circumstances.
And he said it.
You can say anything, man. They could come out and say every match today's a retirement match, and at the end they could have an email from the GM saying, "Never mind, it's not. We're just kidding."
Wait a minute. I haven't. There's an email here. They're from right now. The
They get reinstated. There'll be rematches next week on Raw,
Right.
and then next week they'll all win and get reinstated. 2 weeks of TV, guys. We did it. We're done. How about some callers? 347-857-1485. We open the phone lines up once in a while. We'll throw it out there. Sometimes we'll get some calls. Sometimes we won't. Depending on the mood, I guess, of the public this
Where's
day.
our man VIP with his big prediction that what's his name would have won?
Yeah, VIP came in, guys, last week, the last, 60 seconds of the show, and said, watch Lashley tonight. He's going to kick, I don't know, the guy's ass. Going to kick his ass. I watched it. And what happened?
I watched him quit.
No, I watched him tap out.
No, he didn't tap out.
I didn't see the fight. He gave up.
Yeah, round ended, and he said, no more.
Well, I mean, he gave up. Yeah, that's a tap out.
Yes.
What do you call that?
He wasn't in a hold where
Doesn't matter. He quit. Yes, he quit. That's the sign for quitting. I tap out.
He's a baby.
Goodbye, Bobby Lashley. I didn't see the fight.
Big baby.
I heard about it, and I think that's pretty
The
amazing.
bum.
Because, right, it was a bum, and they were setting it up for the Batista fight. So I assume that was just going to be a quick victory. Batista will have his little quick match, and then they could sell it. That's all he wanted to do, make a buck.
No more.
Not going to happen. Well, you never know, right? Is Lashley saying he's done?
Could happen.
This show said it probably still will happen.
Yeah.
That was our big breaking news, of course, from VIP. And now apparently it's breaking into pieces. Batista was at the fight, correct?
That's what he said. I didn't.
Okay. Well, so much for that anyway. Done with.
Well, he don't want. Maybe he's ashamed. He's only going to call in today. That crappy Lashley.
That's 347-857-1485. Not much wrestling this week.
God.
Hey, let's look at Daniel from Scotland in the chat. Sometimes he comes through with all kinds of crazy wrestling news. Sometimes he's got a lot of the stuff. We've already got it lined up and just thrown out there at different times.
What does he have for us?
Here we go. Matt Bourne, a.k.a. Doink the Clown's father, Anthony Osborne, a.k.a. Tough Tony Bourne, passed away this week. I heard about that. Yes, I do not know. I hadn't followed his father, but Doink the Clown, rest in peace to his family as well. A lot of wrestling deaths, I guess, this week.
Doink the Clown's dad.
Yeah, Doink the Clown's dad.
Jeez.
Yeah. I don't know. I suppose he was a wrestler as well. Tough Tony Bourne. I have not watched him.
Tough Tony.
Of course, I am a fan of Doink the Clown, though.
He sucked.
Right, but the big news, of course, Luna Vachon. And not to value her over the others, but everyone knows Luna Vachon. Except maybe TNA TV.
Now I know.
When he had to see a picture.
A picture.
Right, and if you heard that, maybe you didn't hear the voice clearly through the speaker.
No.
Luna Vachon. Same day as Luna Vachon, pointed out by Nick Money. Ironic. But not surprising. And, it happens every week. How often are we saying this?
None of my guys.
Almost weekly.
None of my guys.
What do you mean your guys?
Disco, Alex.
No, it's going to happen one day.
Norton.
It'll happen one day to all of them.
No, man. Scott Norton can live forever.
We played this at the beginning of the show. Play it one more time. Nice little promo by Luna Vachon. A little old school, though. This is from back in the days. This is before the WWE stuff.
Luna Vachon going against Miss Texas. Luna is here right now.
You know, everywhere I go around the USWA turf, all I hear is Texas, Texas, Texas. I am sick of hearing Texas, Texas, Texas. I will be the thing on everybody's lips. I am Luna Vachon, and I will be the vandal on your mind. Luna, Luna, Luna.
Luna Vachon going to the ring right now.
Crazy lady.
Great.
R.I.P. 910, you're on with the Big Al Show.
What's up, dude? It's Grim. Had a little hiatus coming back.
Yeah, Grim. Welcome back. I heard you were out partying, getting crazy.
Just about to USC, just having a good time. But, been kind of out of it. But, you're having a good show so far, I've missed wrestling for the past couple episodes. I'm a little sad about it, I missed Sheamus beating Zack Ryder and that epic clash I've been hearing about. I mean, everyone's been saying, hey, you hear that match? I was like, nah.
Yeah, you missed it, man.
I missed it. Oh, God. Oh, well, I'll just stick around and watch the franchise Shane Douglas triple threat match.
Hey,
Sabu, Terry Funk.
Yeah.
I'll just stick around and watch that, I'll just do that.
Hey, wait a minute. Shane Douglas is back?
Yeah, you didn't see it. It's on my TV right now. He's facing Sabu and Terry Funk. I don't know where all these guys came from, but they're on my screen right here. Crazy.
Come on.
God, wrestling has never, ever been this healthy, I'm telling you, right now.
Man.
Oh, God.
Well, I wish they could just start replaying it, Grim. I wish we could just start from even, I'll take mid-1995. I know you're a 1990s guy, right?
Yeah.
That was your era. ECW really hitting the prime, Attitude Era. For a lot of people, I think. I wish they could just replay all those episodes. Let's start them over.
Yeah, me and my buddy have actually come up with more of a better idea of just making dream matchups than just saying what would happen than actually watching TNA. Like, I still like TNA, and I thank TNA because their ECW pay-per-view, I didn't get to say this on your show, but it was everything I could have hoped it would be. I loved it. I basically said thank you, but, it's just been meh so far, I still like the guns, but, But,
man,
I think it's better just
the ECW pay-per-view. I thought it was good, too. Our boy Harrison didn't like it. He was furious about it.
Dude, I was talking with him about it, and he's like, and he thought the Tommy Dreamer, Raven match was just the worst thing ever. I'm like, if you didn't know what that was back then you were gonna hate it. You either knew what it was, or you were gonna come in new and you were gonna hate it. I mean, that's just what it was. But it was what I wanted to see, basically.
Yeah, sometimes it's just the background of the wrestlers and what's going on can make up for, a lackadaisical sort of match or, a lot of times. So I thought it was a great pay-per-view, man, for what I expected. If you went in thinking, I want to watch, ECW at its best in the 90s, you're going to be disappointed, of course. Yeah. The guys can't wrestle like that anymore. But if you went in expecting, to have a nice little treat, a break from the norm, a throwback, pay-per-view, reminiscing, I think it was a good show and delivered.
I mean, it had some good matches. Sabu, RVD was good. Just glad to see FBI. Actually, one of the matches my boy proposed was FBI versus Disco Inferno. Just saying, what would that match be like?
Yeah. Disco would win.
Nah, little Guido, baby, all day.
That would be good. I think they would be together. I don't think they would fight. They would probably talk it over.
Maybe have Shane Douglas pulling one of his triple threat teams, like the triple threat back in the day, one of the stables.
That was awesome. Those were awesome. When I think of ECW, Grim, and I didn't watch ECW a lot back then, I'll be honest, but I did watch some, and when I think of it as a casual ECW fan, I always think of Shane Douglas and Taz. Because I remember talking to my friends, and back then Taz was looked at least by wrestling fans, as so big. The dream match wasn't really even Steve Austin and Goldberg. It was Austin, Goldberg, and Taz at one point. That's how big Taz was in ECW.
The human suplex Shane.
He was awesome, man, when he could get in.
God. A little sad, man. A little sad watching these old matches and just thinking back.
I miss 89 and up. 89 wrestling from 90.
Hey, Grim, stay with us here. We got 954.
Hello?
Who we got here, 954?
Oh, this is Miles Connor.
Miles Connor, we've been hearing about this guy. Hey, you're on the show. How you been, Miles Connor?
Hey, pretty good. I'm on the road right now, so it's kind of hard to hear. But on my way to the road. Huh?
What are you doing on the road?
I'm getting ready for this UFC tonight. James Toney versus Randy Couture.
Oh, dude, it's going to be the match right there.
What's that?
Loyal listener, this is Grim. Say hello to Grim, Miles Connor.
Hey, what's going on, Grim?
What's up, man? You ready to watch Couture do what everyone wants to have happen and just knock Tony out? It's going to be so nice.
Oh, I can't wait till Tony knocks Couture flat. I can't wait.
Dude, as a guy that trains MMA guys, I cannot wait for a boxer to finally have his mouth shut up. Because I respect him all the way, but they show no respect to us. I'm so ready to see him just get destroyed.
That's not going to happen, man. Sorry to let you down tonight. But I'm going with James Toney.
Man, he's gonna get taken down and just be destroyed, dude. Come on, you can't take an Olympic wrestler versus a boxer and say that the boxer's gonna win.
No.
You can't do it.
He only needs 3 inches to knock out Couture.
Dude, he's not a one-punch knockout guy. He's a multiple punch guy, and Randy's not gonna just sit there and take the punches.
I don't know. By the time Couture even throws a punch, James Toney's gonna hit him with like 6. It'll be over quick. First round, the fight's done.
Oh, it's gonna be over in the first round, but that's gonna be a submission from Couture, dude.
I don't know.
Submission all the way.
Well, we're gonna see tonight.
Two big MMA fans here. Both. Grim's an MMA guy. Miles Connor. Miles Connor's an MMA guy. I thought he was going to get Couture. I think Couture's going to kill him. James Toney's old. He's not an MMA fighter.
It doesn't matter. I don't know.
Okay. God.
Couture's a little old anyway.
Thank you both for joining us. We're going to shut things down. Thank you, Grim.
All right. Peace.
Yep. Later.
Thank you, Miles.
Man,
Did you hear those guys getting into it?
Miles so serious.
Miles is really pulling for James
Sorry
Toney
to let you down.
tonight.
You say.
2 MMA guys going crazy.
God.
Miles Connor's calling back. I don't know what's going on here. Miles, what's up?
I don't know. I called back. I'm just listening. Just trying to listen here.
Are you just trying to listen?
Yeah. I can't hear in this car. It's real hard.
Well, listen close.
He sounds like Lee Marshall.
You sound like Lee Marshall on the road reporting.
Hey, say you're here from 1-800-COLLECT. Say that for me.
1-800-COLLECT, huh?
That wasn't the voice.
No, you gotta say it. Talk like you normally mean.
Talk like you mean it.
Say, I'm here from 1-800-COLLECT.
I'm here from 1-800-CALL-COLLECT.
Not from call.
I told you I can't hear that good.
AT&T.
AT&T.
What are you doing tonight? Where are you going for this big party? Are you going to a party? Are you going to take any more pictures? I heard you got in. Tell everybody you got in last week. You used Kick-Ass Wrestling Show's name and got you in good.
I sure did, and I'm using it for part 2. But, I had to show some support out there. They loved it. They loved the name Kick-Ass Wrestling Show. They were like, awesome.
You better get some shirts made.
What's that?
Some shirts made. You got to make some shirts.
Definitely. Shirts. I think I represented the Kick-Ass Wrestling Show pretty well out there. I took some great pictures. I got drunk.
There you go.
I thought you didn't drink. I thought you didn't drink. I thought Wrestling George drank.
Yeah, Wrestling George was an overdrank, but Miles Connor drinks, of course.
Okay.
He's not straight edge beside.
Did you hear about Serena, your girl from Straight Edge? She got caught drinking out in public. Vince fired her.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Well, I guess you really shouldn't if you're going to be in Straight Edge. I hate them anyways.
It's bad for your character.
And I just heard about Zack Ryder. Huh?
So did you like that? Zack Ryder getting squashed?
No, I can't believe that. Zack Ryder versus Sheamus?
Well, they had all these wrestlers come out, and they put on a show for Sheamus. Sheamus got to choose who he was going to go against for the title. And after everybody went, he said, forget it, I'm going to go against Zack Ryder. And Zack Ryder came out, talked a little trash, and he killed Zack Ryder.
Geez, I like Zack Ryder.
I know you do.
There's a breakdown, man.
You like that, right? Quick recap for everybody in there. Are you watching Raw anymore? Or are you done with it?
No, I just haven't got around to it in the last couple of weeks. I've been busy, but I've been done. I haven't watched it in a while.
No Impact either, right?
Nope. I did see the ECW pay-per-view. I'd seen a little bit of that.
Oh, you did? See, a lot of probably pulled in a couple fans. Did you like it?
I only seen the main event, actually. It was alright. Wasn't it Sabu or something like that?
Yeah, Sabu and RVD.
Yeah, that was it. I seen that. It was kind of a throwback.
Well, you got to check out Alberto Del Rio, man, on SmackDown. He's pretty solid.
Who?
Have you seen him yet?
No, I haven't seen him at all.
He's the next big Latin star. Vince is making the next big Latin star in the WWE. Apparently he's going to get a big, big push. Very
Cool.
cocky. I think you'd like him.
Oh, all right. I like it.
Hey, you're good friends with VIP, right? Our inside scoop guy.
Yeah, I know that guy.
Well, what do you mean you know him? I thought you guys were pretty cool.
That VIP guy? Yeah, we're pretty cool. He's
Okay,
cool.
let's check.
He's a cool guy.
Oh, no. Making sure there.
Not too confident.
Hang out a little bit. I just went out with him the other night.
Didn't he get you into that MMA fight?
Ooh. Well, I had to win a beer pong championship in order to get the tickets.
Title.
So I got the title on beer pong.
We're going to hang up with you, beer pong champion. Thanks for joining us.
All right.
Miles Connor, everybody.
Jeez. I didn't know he was a beer pong champion.
Yeah, he's a beer pong champion. Formerly Wrestling George, no longer. He's now Miles Connor.
Beer pong champion.
The beer pong champion.
Big belt.
Big title.
It is.
So slow week, everybody, in wrestling. But we fill in the time here with friends, with loyal listeners like Grim, getting into it over UFC.
Oh,
I think James Toney is in big trouble tonight. I know Randy Couture's
character, though.
Yeah.
God, he's a character.
We used to do this back in the old days. We used to throw it out there. Well, yeah, we used to do that, too. We used to watch wrestling back in the old days. We used to just go off track and just talk about some news.
Oh, real
something
news.
Outside of wrestling. Now, I don't have television. You guys know Big Al? He doesn't really watch any TV. I don't have cable. I watch sports.
There we go.
I watch things, but, you could figure it out.
Sports.
Yeah. So, what's going on? What's going on in the world right now? We all going to die soon?
No.
Is everything good? Is everyone happy?
No.
I hear people are not happy with Obama anymore.
No.
Why not?
Guess he hasn't done anything, but he hasn't done anything bad.
Nothing going on.
Nothing?
It seems like nothing is going on. It seems like it's just every day is kind of the same, but I guess that's because I'm not watching. I heard about the oil leak, of course. That was everywhere.
They fixed it.
Yes, I heard they fixed it. That was a big, big deal.
Gosh.
I think everyone heard about that. If you didn't hear about that, you're living under even a bigger rock than I am.
Hurting those damn birds.
Yeah, it pisses me off. Anyone who's, hurting animals.
I'll never get BP gas.
Yeah, screw BP. Right now, Big Al in the Kick-Ass Wrestling Show is calling for a boycott on BP.
And British Petroleum.
British Petroleum can stick it. You think Andre Harrison still supports BP?
You may. Give me
Please
golf
does.
back. Old school golf.
Golf. What else is going on in the news? Let's look at the chat. We want to thank all of our guys for sticking with us on a slow day. Nutty Rock Chick stopped by. Nick Money we haven't seen for a while. Thanks for stopping by, Nick Money. Loyal TNA fan.
Yes.
Thanks for stopping by, as always. All the luchadors and Daniel from Scotland who came back with the news.
Yes.
We're going to have some guests coming up for everybody in the next few weeks. I think everybody enjoyed when we had Beastie on from Glow.
Yes.
So we have some more Glow wrestlers in the works. We want to work through a couple of the Glow ladies and have ourselves a nice little sort of overall look back at what was with the Glow promotion. I loved Glow growing up, so we're going to do that with a couple of the ladies. What do you think of that?
Sure. Bring it on. I want a Dean Malenko interview.
A lot of these guys who I'd like to get interviewed, they're tough to get, and a lot of them, as you know,
do it.
They're not so willing
What the hell is he doing?
to, do an interview.
Excuse me for giving 30 years of my life to professional wrestling. Excuse my son for being born in this great business.
Cut him off.
Excuse me for managing world champions.
All right.
He's mad.
He's still mad at us over that. So, whatever. They won't give us an interview. But there's other... Stop it, TNA DJ. I said no more personal remarks. It's all in good fun.
Subway ain't working.
It's all in good fun. It is! He had gastric bypass surgery.
You know what he
He
said?
got a lot skinnier.
Golden Corral for life.
You're terrible.
I'm just telling you the truth.
You're a mean guy. Let me tell everybody something about TNA TJ. This is the kind of guy who used to watch those Faces of Death videos.
No, I didn't.
Okay, you loved them.
No.
You like the car wrecks.
I like the wrecks. I don't
You like accidents. You watched a lot of those.
I do watch those.
Two of Death. What were they called? Too terrible for TV.
Yeah. The guy caught his head on fire.
The guy caught his head on fire.
Yeah, we called him Fireman.
Fire, no.
He was a superhero, remember? Because he was ripping off
Fireman.
his shirt.
Real funny. Real funny. Should be ashamed of yourself.
We were all laughing. Get the hell out of here.
That's not funny at all.
Yes, it is.
So, that's the type of person this guy is, everybody. TNA TJ. Bad guy.
I like heel.
Likes heels.
Always.
Likes the evil characters.
Yes.
Well, not too evil. Well, you did. You like the Dungeons of Doom and all those Kevin Sullivan stables.
Good guy that I like.
Sullivan worked with Vachon a lot early on. And a little shout out to Vachon.
Junkyard Dog I liked.
Yeah, of course, you love the Junkyard Dog.
Coco Beware.
Yes.
Because he had an animal.
Yes.
British Bulldog, so they had a dog.
British Bulldog. There's always something about a wrestler that caught your interest. You're a very good picture, I think, of the casual, the common wrestling fan that really doesn't go into the dirt sheets, really doesn't, pay too much attention to what everyone else is thinking. Just something catches your eye, you like it about a guy, and you like him.
Or just in general. Like, back in the day with 89 NWA shows, 90s, where they go, or old WWE, they go back into like the TV room or whatever, the guys in the studio. That's pretty cool, man. I like, they don't do that stuff anymore. It's like an ESPN studio WWE had. Pretty neat.
We're going to shut things down, everybody. 4 minutes. 4 minutes.
Shut it down. So 4 minutes to talk about what? Alex Wright, Disco Inferno, Steve Ray. Ooh.
The fever? Is that who you have the fever for? Cue the sound effect?
Keep going. Booker Steve, Stevie Ray, Alex Wright, Disco Inferno, Bill Goldberg, Hollywood Hogan, not Hulk Hogan. Scott Norton, The Flash, of course. Big Bubba. Steve Mongo McMichael.
All right, there you go. The music cut off. That's it. You already said Booker T.
No, it's Stevie Ray.
My turn. Good list, by the way. A lot of WCW guys, but a lot of very respectable wrestlers.
Yeah, Norton.
In that group right there.
Alex Wright.
Ready?
Sure.
Hulk Hogan. Jim Ross. Roland Monsoon. Jesse Ventura.
There you go.
I love those. Those were my announcers that led the way for everything else to fall into place for me. Macho Man Randy Savage. Yeah. Ultimate Warrior. Ravishing Rick Rude.
Yeah.
I didn't ask for the comments, pal. Lay off. Jake the Snake Roberts.
Yeah.
We got the fever for all those guys.
We did.
Those are the old school guys I remember. Road Warriors, Steiner Brothers, Sting Luger, Flair, Dusty, Barry Windham. I got rewind that. I got the fever for Barry Windham. Underrated as hell as far as I'm concerned. When I first started watching wrestling, when he was with the Four Horsemen, he was probably my favorite of them all. I loved the claw. We had a wrestling league in the backyard, and I used to always do claw. That was my move. That's how much I liked Barry Windham.
Did you wear the claw?
Because I wasn't about to do the leg drop. Let's face it, as a kid, the leg drop was really unrealistic.
Did you have a glove?
I couldn't pull that one off.
The gloves.
Yeah, I had a glove. I used to have a glove. I did have a glove.
You whipped it out?
Yeah. I should have had it like a ketchup packet, right? We should have done like bleeding and stuff.
You squeezed it.
I remember you put Joseph in the Boston crowd. And you also busted his nose, and that was not right. But I think you did win our Intercontinental title.
Yeah, for that anyway.
You guys don't know this, but we used to have a wrestling league in the backyard from when we were about 8 to when we were about 12.
We had a Royal
We got too big to actually, we were starting to hurt each other.
Yeah. Remember the
We had a Royal Rumble. There was a ring up in the back.
A big fat guy we all jumped
But it was legit. It was a shoot. That was the deal. It was a shoot. It wasn't fake.
No.
It was like real fighting.
But the ending, but it was.
We had real titles. I was always the champion, but I'll give myself this. Being the owner, I knew who to, put myself against. This big new kid who's been on the block, I wasn't about to put my title on the line against that guy. He was going to have to prove himself, go through a line of wrestlers first. And, they always quit by that time, so I was the all-time champion.
Yeah.
And you were quite a few times Intercontinental
champion. Yeah, but I got stripped by referees a lot.
My father stripped you of the title.
He thought I should have won because I was the bigger guy.
Even though you dominated the match, he said you were a lot bigger, and you didn't beat him, so he took the title from you.
Jesus.
How about that? That's a storyline for you. See you next week, everybody. Good night.